Hi everyone, I am Sunny Kumar from Mathematics and Computing Part 2 and I am back again with another video of AtCoder Beginner Contest 190 C-type balls and dishes. Now jumping directly into the problem statement, it says that we have been given n dishes numbered from 1 to n and there are also m conditions numbered from 1 to m. Now the condition I satisfied if both dish AI and dish BI contains one or more balls in them, and also there are given k people uh, numbered from 1 to k, and each people, yeah, that is each person can put a ball on dish CI or dish DI. So basically we have been given two entries for every people. So and we have to report how many conditions will be satisfied if among k people, that is if among all the people can put a ball in on either dish CI or dish DI. So one thing you can notice that the number of people, that is k, value of k ranges from 1 to 16, and this is very small value. And also you can notice that the total number of possible ways that the persons k people can put the dishes on either AI or BI to fulfill the conditions among all the m conditions is, that is the if person I can put a dish on CI or DI, there are two possible ways, that is for each k people the number of ways will vary from 1 to 2 power 16, because each person can either put on CI or DI, so there are two possible ways, and for each people there are k people, so the possible ways will vary from 1 to 2 power 16, and the 2 power 16 is not very much big number, so we can do this by simple brute force, or we can say we can do this by a backtracking, by traverse all the possible ways and get the final answer. So what we are going to do is we are going to iterate from first condition, that is we are going to iterate for first people, people number 1, person number 1, and we are going to check if we are going to put a ball on dish CI, and then we are going to further move to the next people, or we are going to put the ball on dish DI, and then we are going to move on to the next people, and until we are going to backtrack this until we reach the index equal to k, that is all the people has put it the ball on either dish CI or DI. So we can do this using backtracking, and the question is very simple, and I think I should explain the code which will makes you feel much better about the question as well as solution and to understand much better. Okay, so let's move on to the code section of the question. Now as you can see, n denotes the number of dishes and m denotes the number of original conditions. So actually I have taken either here global variable n and m and the vector pair conditions that is going to be stored, that is going to store the conditions of k people, and original is going to denote the original conditions of k people, sorry, original conditions of m people, that is here you can see there are m conditions. So original pair, original vector pair is going to store the conditions of m people, and there are k people also which is going to put the dishes on either AI or BI. So we are going to store it in a conditions very vector pair. Okay, now let's move on to the to this. Now initially I have stored it in original vector pair AB. Now what I have done is here for k people the conditions vector pair is going to store A and B, which is the choice of ith person either to put the dish A, put the ball on dish A or put the ball on dish B. Okay, now actually I have taken answer as minimum because I have to find out the maximum possible value, the maximum possible number of conditions that needs to be fulfilled. Now one thing you can notice here that I have taken a map, and what map does here, what map is doing here, actually that it stores the current state of taken dishes. Suppose I have taken, I have worked out for first first k people, that is if I have taken, if I have taken all the possible values of first k people either CI or DI, and move further, then map is going to store the state state of ith dishes, first ith dishes taken. So what we are going to do is we are going to recurse from 0, and we are going to pass the answer as parameter and map as parameter, which is initially as empty. Now as you can see in recursion function, what I have done is there is a base case here, base case, or you can say the end case also. If index is equal to k, that is if all k people have chosen the dishes either ci or di in any possible way, it doesn't matter. So if index equal to k, that is index has reached k. Note that I have started with index equal to 0. So if index equal to k, so what I have done is I have taken a counter variable which is 0, and I have gone to the original conditions and checked if first entry as well as second entry is already present in the map, then I am going to mark our counter or increment our counter by 1. So basically you can see here is condition I is satisfied when both dish AI and dish BI have one or more balls on them. So it means that both has the entry on in the map also. So if the first value is already present in the map as well as second value has already present in the map, if all the case people have chosen the dishes either ci or di, then we can increment our counter variable by 1, and we are going to do for each condition, that is original conditions, and I am going to take as maximum of the values, and that is counter variable. Going to take maximize our counter variable if index reaches k. Now if index doesn't reaches k, that is if I belongs to any of the values from 0 to k, then what I am going to do is I am going to suppose the person chooses the first index. If the person chooses the first value, that is, say, let's say the person I can put a ball on ci or di. So let's say if the person chooses ci dish, that is if condition, the I'm going to push that entry into a map, that is mp of conditions of index dot f, that is index is going to denote the index of the person, and first f is going to denote the first value, that is ci, and I'm going to push that into a map. Then I'm going to recurse for the next people, that is I'm going to increment our index by 1 and pass answer as a parameter, and I'm going to pass mp also. Mp is actually the new state after the ith person has already chosen the ci dish, that is I've incremented it in a map, and I'm going to pass this as a parameter. As well as you can notice that I have already incremented the current index. It means that the person ith person has already chosen its choice, that is ci, and it is going to recurse until index goes to k, and we are going to do this for every person. And if after executing this, there is also a possible case that the ith person is going to choose di, that is the ith person is going to choose not going to choose ci, it is going to choose di. So what I am going to do is I am going to erase that entry ci from a map, that is that you can see I am going to decrement this value, and p of conditions of index dot f, that is ith person's value, that is ci, I am going to decrease this, and if this goes to 0, I am going to erase this from map, and I am going to add the second dish as you can see here, and I am going to increment this value, and again I am going to recurse for the next possible way, that is I am going to recurse go to next person, and I am going to pass mp as the current state, and I am going to recurse this until index reaches k. Okay. Now you can notice that after recursing this, I am also going to erase this entry into a map, and you can notice that for every person either I have gone for choose the first dish or I am going to choose the second dish, and if this state has passed, you can notice that I have erased it from the map, that is the state is already being used. So I am going to erase that entry from the map, and again I am going to do this for the second dish. So basically this is the recursive function. So also you can notice that This is a standard question of backtracking. So the question is very simple, and I have already explained the code. And so if you have any doubts, do mention in the comment section of the video, and I will ask the viewers to like this video, share this video, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also there is a description of Telegram link, sorry, there is a link given in my description. So do like this, do share this, and join my Telegram channel for latest updates. Thank you for watching this video.